April 1st was an amazing day. We freed another 300 families in the healthcare world. We took an employer from an ASO model with a national carrier. They were already self-funded, but using a national carrier for everything, and we broke them free. Effective April 1st. This ain't no April Fool's joke. They now have a completely free open access plan with direct primary care, an independent family held TPA with no private equity, no Wall Street, a PBM that has a tremendous contract guaranteeing to become a co-fiduciary on the plan and only do that which is best for the members and only make money in one of two very clearly disclosed ways on the plan. That's it. No games, no nothing. Okay? And a repricer with no private equity, no Wall Street, and a ton of concierge service members. It's just truly a great thing. This employer is in this process took their spec deductible down $75,000, dropped copays, dropped deductibles, increased coinsurance, and in this process is going to save 24% under current, 28, 29% under renewal. It's the only way to go, folks. It's a beautiful thing. But that is not the focus of this story. The focus of this story is yet another, see, it's like a spin, like a twist. It's another stupid carrier trick. This one we'll call Stupid Carrier Trick ASO Stop Loss Edition. Woo, it'd been a minute since I'd taken a client from a run-in ASO contract straight out to reference-based pricing and direct primary care. And I'd forgotten just how fun those carriers are to work with. They're so flexible and fun. Can we all agree? Huh? Can we agree? So this carrier, we'll call them Regretna. Regretna it's a 24/12 run-in contract, okay? So when I went out to the stop loss market, we're getting in all these bids with these restrictions that said any claim incurred prior to 4/1 that ends up getting paid after 4/1, we're going to have all kinds of restrictions on how we'll pay that claim or if we'll pay that claim. And I thought, wait a minute, we want a 24/12 contract. You pay the claim, right? If it comes up in this 12 months, you pay the claim. And like literally like 2/3 of the stop loss market explained to us that, well, if you had an independent TPA, one that didn't have a financial incentive to hold claims, we wouldn't have this restriction at all. We would simply honor the 24/12. But, and this is not me saying, this is the stop loss market telling you how bad your carriers are. So the stop loss market said, Regretna, all of the ASO carriers, frankly, but Regretna has this real bad habit of when they know they're outgoing, when they know they are the stop loss carrier, they are the TPA, they have the ability to hold that claim. They know that if they hold a claim all the way up till the very end of March and then process it right before, 4/1 or just let it go, they know that they won't be on the hook to cover that claim. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice that the incoming stop loss market knows that about the Regretna plan? So I had to get on my negotiation horse, and thankfully we were able to negotiate this provision away with a bandolier of reporting and getting the client involved and making threatening requests to Regretna about reports that we needed on open claims and pending claims, etc. It was all kinds of fun, folks, all kinds of fun. But I just thought, what a great story. And I've talked to some veterans who were like, man, I never heard of that. And I'm like, well, the kicker to me is I said to the incoming carrier, I said, look, if this was coming out of an independent TPA, one that didn't have a financial stake in holding claims because they're not also the reinsurer, would you even think of putting this restriction on the stop loss? And they're like, oh, no, we never have this problem with TPAs, with independent TPAs. It's only when you use one of those big giant carriers. Isn't that nice? So it's two lessons for me. Never never self-fund with a carrier. Just don't ever do it. You're entering into an arrangement that's going to eventually pillage you. That's bottom line. Secondly, I don't like run-in contracts. I know there's a difference of agreement on this. I prefer a run-out contract. I prefer a 12-18 or a 12-24 or a 12-15, even if I have to do a shorter one. But I like to have my protection on the back end because I never want to be in one of these situations where, like I was. Anyway, have a great day.